Bud, why don't you tell me what happened last time?
Yeah, we began with our way on to Typhon, preparing to meet the Jedi Council as one does, as we will be doing, especially since we will be having a bit of an escort there. I believe our lovely Jedi companion, Master Nos, was mentioning a bit more about what to expect and what we'll be going through, essentially, as not all council members exist on the planet right now. People they're off world and things like that. From what some of us know, as well as that apparently with the new Grand Master, who's a bit more less traditional, a bit more open, Grandmaster Satil and all that, as she seems to be young, yes, less cautious, more prone to action. Someone who may be willing to keep an open mind, essentially, as well as a few others there that exist in the council. Orgus Din, and I believe another master who would also have more sympathy and understanding in comparison to our situation. Sadly, there are also others on the council who are more dogmatic, more suspicious, more traditional, more inflexible, essentially. And making probably a little bit worse since Revan's going to come along. They may be a little less willing to have a friendly conversation. Though possibly the worst punishment is maybe imprisonment, possibly, but right now we don't really know what will happen when we get there. As we descended to Typhon, and we had suspicious looks, rumors, gossip, and maybe even a bit of scorn going on as we made our way throughout the Jedi Temple to eventually talk with the Council. Sadly, not all in person, as they stated before by Master Nos, mainly because some of them came in hologram form. I think there were only 3 in total who existed there in person. As we discussed and chatted what was going on, they wanted to hear how we got here, our story exactly, uh, as well as the fact of what we went through. I believe explaining like kidnapping, the fact that we were on, let's say, on a Korriban and things like that was mentioned. Believe, as well as there are 2 other knocked out guests, Kira and Qatar. Emphasis on Kira being a young child, manipulated and used, as well as Grandmaster Nost mentioning that fears and theories of experimentation on children seem to be actually based in truth, less in rumors, which also is bad. I believe it was Marcy who brought up Qatar's unique abilities may not make it easy to use the Force on him. His Jedi abilities or abilities he does have makes it so nothing will work, and it's more likely going to be having to lean more onto traditional methods instead of the Jedi. Um, and well, hopefully that will have good news, as I believe Augustin and another one of the other council members went off to hopefully find a way to help and heal those both in the situation. As we discuss more about this Emperor and, of course, the Sith Emperor mainly, and the concern growing in the background, as Revan propped up saying that the last time he was here, he had a conversation about some unknown force, some danger coming, and he was not listened to then, and he is here again, essentially. As well as the fact this person is more dangerous than the Jedi realized, and to, well, not confront it or to ignore it is going to be a problem for all of them. And, well, Tula also mentioned her own, probably by a slip of not realizing what she's saying, mentioned that her own task is that she wants to fight the Emperor and took something from her. A bit of concern there because of what it can mean exactly with her words. A bit more back and forth before they eventually told us to leave or escorted us out because they wished to talk with Revan about details of his own escapades as we were escorted to our own quarters. We're not necessarily in trouble, but we're not necessarily free to walk around and do what we want. We'll say kind of prisoners, air quote, I believe is the final settlement, as some of us were discussing what that means exactly for us, and it was this a good idea or not. Even with Orgus Din coming in to check on us, showing, good news and bad news, essentially, that they performed the exam and checked in on both Kira and Qatar, and for Qatar, sadly, he still sleeps, he still rests, that he seems to have been highly modified, and a high amount of cybernetics were implanted in him, something that they don't really have the tools to deal with right now. And they've reached out to someone in Coruscant to hopefully be a specialist, but no idea if that's going to be turn out to be a good thing or bad thing, we'll say. As well as good news is that Kira will make a full recovery. That she seems to have a bit of a not happy to be here, basically, but at the very least, not all is lost there. I believe there was a mention that her training was a bit different than us, as we had told the council that those using the Jedi's abilities make it so something like getting your mind taken over by the Emperor is less likely to happen, or at least tougher. And of course, with Revan wanting to come to the Jedi Temple to train. Well, we'll see how it goes. As Orgus Din mentioned to us to reach out if we have any problems. And of course, please do, because he's not really excited about going to his meeting as he left and decide to engage with that conversation for however long that may take. I think there was conversations about what we were going to do now. Should we stay? Should we leave? As Kira entered as well. Not happy to be here, upset, but, well, things are kind of a mess here, especially with the whole situation with the Emperor, as she's afraid that with that moment of piquing her mind means that he may have seen some of the things Luke had mentioned to her. That things are, well, teetering on the brink, essentially. As warning about, well, he's been doing the thing with the cult of Revan, him reaching out to the strange cult who also seem to want to destroy all Jedi or Force users at the very least, and well, also trying to well, play around with the Sith, exploit them for his own uses. That he doesn't need another problem in his road of things that he's trying to build here, as well as her hatred for Syl. As she knows that it was her who kind of pointed us in her direction, essentially, and that she has been pushing Luke to make more and more extremes. But it's only been Kira and Hess keeping him from making the worst choices, essentially. Hopefully, when Riven gets back, we'll have better news than not. And Kira, of course, saying we should have left. This isn't the smart place to be. The Jedi won't do anything, essentially. Regardless, we waited for Revan, as Marcy was able to keep Kira from leaving or marching out, essentially. That causing problems for here may mean they will keep you here forever, essentially, and not be able to go and do what you want. As Revan came back with some better news, saying that at least they're willing to listen, and that they're willing to try to prepare for this. There are concerns and proof for the SIS proves that they can't just keep their heads in the sand, and hopefully this time around, they will actually be able to do something. But Kira pointed out some of her concerns, as well as the fact that she has very much doubts that this is going to work out, that this could all just be for nothing. There was a conversation between us about should we stay, should we go. Dexy even bring up the fact that, well, how would you find your master? Because she says she can reach out to someone, but with Kira being gone, that there's a good chance that he might have gone underground. I think there was a bit of a conversation between each. Tula and Marcy saying we should go to Luke at the very least, and Maru saying we should stay, and a few others. Basically, Maru was our tiebreaker. So, well, that was the final decision, at least for right now. We had to wait and see where we're going to go from here. I believe as, well, all of us decided to go and try to relax and find our own way to deal with the Jedi Temple as we were. Marcy reached out to talk with Kira, since Kira was the one who knew. Sorry, I forgot about Raven. Yeah, Raven was the tiebreaker. First one to reach out to Kira, because Kira knew, Marcy was aware that Kira knew her brother better, especially in other years that they haven't seen each other. Asking, oh, how has he been, what's been going on, as Kira admitted that things are not looking great, that he's been not the best since he's been consumed by the Mask of Revan and dealing with that. The Sith Jadis or such that he's been engaged with and trying to talk with and deal with the situation between the Separatists and the Sith situation as a whole. Kira likes this guy named Mar, I believe, Ramir. Seemed to be alright, normal person, but Jadis gives her the spooks, as well as the fact that I've been pushing for him to hang out with Syl as well. Things she's worried about, of course, and I doesn't understand well, what's going to happen next for him with her not being there. That he's well, she didn't say it or bring it up because she was afraid that the others would change their mind, but at the very least, he's been playing up a part. That means engaging with the public by showing that he can be the Sith ruthless person, and that even means with his relationships with Kira, with Hess, and with the public. Right now, she can only rely on Hess to keep him on the straight and narrow, because the only person he trusts right now fully is going to be HK. Regardless, there's nothing she can do as of right now. She plans to snoop around the temple, but hopefully find some answers and see if there's something interesting going on. Marcy also reached out to Maru to have a talk, as she realized Maru has been avoiding her. And they discussed the situation, the last confrontation they had, which was when Maru went off and told Nos, the Jedi Master Nos, what was going on. And while she can understand side, there's a lot of bad blood in that regard. That we can't keep repeating these mistakes. That we have to do better, and we can't just rely on being powerful and such. That well, we have to be able to trust each other to a certain degree. And seems they not necessarily buried the hatchet entirely, but an understanding was reached, I believe. And they seem to be able to get along as they decided to talk and meditate and relax. Tula went off to check with Qatar, who's unconscious, and seemingly having a chat with his still form, apologizing for things that, well, how I got to be at this point and everything that's happened, and hoping for the best, we'll say, as she got up and bumped into Kira. Kira seemed to be waiting for her to chat, and, well, talking to Luke about basically forgiving or talking to each other, and it didn't go well. A conversation with, well, Tula pointed out that she doesn't see why she has to be the one to do that. A bit of back and forth and anger on both parts, as it left with Tula storming off and Kira getting more upset. As she went off to talk with the others, essentially, as they were relaxing and walking around and seeing Kira seemingly not in the best moods for conversation, as she chatted about like the conversation with Tula, that it didn't go well, that well, she doesn't understand Tula at all, and seems that she doesn't understand why she doesn't want to talk with Luke as well, and that she says that they should talk with her. She's not going to try to convince her. She also understands her bias with Luke is a bit too strong for that type of conversation. And let's just say Marcy and Maru nodded, and it didn't go well either as they talked to Tula, a bit of back and forth, with Tula saying one side and Marcy and Maru saying another. Ending with Marcy, I believe, saying at the end that she doesn't want to debate her brother's humanity. And she left. Essentially, Marcy and Maru not understanding Tula's perspective and Tula in her own head. As they even went to Revan, and he also came to chat, trying to break down Tula's mindset and understand where she's coming from. Tula back and forth with whole feelings about Luke, saying that she's not too sure and she doesn't really want to have that type of relationship. But let's say it didn't really go well. She didn't even be able to end it with a yes or no confirmation about how she wants to go with Luke in the end or not. There's a believe that was the last of it right there. Tula saying unsure about that conversation at the end.
Yeah. Have some time to yourselves. The privacy of the Jedi Temple. Anyone wants to do anything?
I don't think anything right now.
Yeah, same for Tula.
Unfortunately for you, Revan is waiting on your reply, so...
Oh, shoot, that's fucking right. Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, Tula will give him that reply then.
How long we're gonna, like, take to think about things?
I think a day or 2 days at most, basically.
Those 2 days you would all kind of notice the fact that the temple is, in fact, more busy. People are moving about. And I'm not sure if I confirmed it or not, but you would have learned that council is planning on like mobilizing more or less.
No, back then it was still in the debate stage.
Yeah, the debate stage would mysteriously have ended about like half a day ago. Very abruptly. Not really sure why, but certain apparently new evidence came to light. as far as you are understanding now, the Jedi are now in on this, and well, they have to more or less persuade some of the Republic senators as well to join up in the conflict. But as for the Jedi themselves, Revan seems a bit surprised, but he doesn't really know what happened. They don't want to tell him exactly. But they're like, yeah, we in light of recent developments, we have agreed to support this course of action.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can find him in his room.
Yeah, she'll knock on his door and everything.
Like opens that up. Ah, come in, come in.
Well, at the very least, I've thought about it, and I have my answer.
I'm listening.
I will say no in the end. I don't think it's for me with this plan.
And what do you want to do?
At the very least, it seems the Jedi are mobilizing. I do want to help. I do want to. I do want to stop the Emperor. That hasn't changed. I don't know what that means in what capacity anyone can help me figure that out, but that's as far as I got.
He, like, nods. Well, seems that for once in their life, Council is actually mobilizing, so might get the opportunity. So I think any of us right now are capable of facing the Emperor.
At the very least, well, whatever happens next, I hope I'll be able to face it, but I'm not sure how well the others will take my answer.
Rug says, well, it's up to them. Those.
True enough. Should I plan to tell them.
He nods as I'll gather them up. Someone area.
Thank you. Let me know when that happens. I'll be here.
He nods.
Yeah, she'll leave after that.
As yeah, Marcy Miru, Revan would find you and tell you that Tula wants to have a conversation with everyone. Has some news to give all of you.
All right.
You would be brought into the sort of common area between all of these guest rooms. Presumably, Tula is there waiting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, but I've decided to change my mind. I don't think it's, at least for me, I don't think going with Luke will be the best answer. I'm sorry.
No. All right.
I'm not too sure how well this changes anyone's plans, but at the very least, I wanted to make sure everyone knows.
And we'll say, last time it was a tie. You changed your mind. It's no longer a tie.
She grimaces a bit, but she nods.
What does that mean then? She's looking at Raven as she says that. She asks that.
Well, it means we will have to rediscuss our approach and what we're gonna do going forward. The goal is still to hopefully provide you all the training you need to survive, rather resist the Emperor's domination. So, what all of you want to do?
I still think finding I still think finding Wes is the best course of action right now.
As Mur will do it. We'll do a bit of a surprise maneuver as you look at it. I don't think it's a. Well, I don't think it's a. I think it will back to a tie because I'll agree with Marcy, and I think finding Wes is meant if he's just left to stew with the. Sorry, Revan, you ain't getting away from this one. I'm fucking frank, Revan.
Kind of like raise an eye. There's the why the change of heart?
Just after talking with Kira, and I don't think letting him stew and listen. That was established before. Fuck off. Listen, that was established last session, wasn't it? If he just if he hangs around too much with his allies at the Sith Council, with Kira's balance completely missing, I think in the future, and for Marcy's sake, I don't think they'll be able to. I think the opportunity to reconnect with him is rather small, and is a rather small one. And I still consider Wes a friend, and I don't want to just abandon him.
Sort of that's
And Norwich continue like, and you also, and after, and also in addition to that, I think it's probably the first time one of his schemes misfired, And if he's only if he lacks one of his main support pillars while he's going through that.
Pull again, Grimace, and will say, I highly doubt this is the first time one of his schemes has misfired. I doubt it will be the last. The real question is, do you think you can handle him right now? I know how it is to be in that mind state. If you think you're gonna go and give him a hug, then it may be better. You are sorely mistaken.
Well, last time I was the one who kept talking to him the most, and I don't care how many times he insults me. Listen,
It's not about dealing with insults, it's about understanding that that sort of lifestyle takes its toll on you mentally.
And we should go sooner rather than later.
I mean, Wes himself told me as such last time. I fully understand that.
Like looks around the room. Everyone is here with the exception of Kira. Let's say suppose this is another situation just like last time. Good enough, Miru. I think right now the only person that needs to go back him is Kira. I think the rest of us have a much more important job. And with the Jedi actually moving in, that means that, well, you don't have to scramble for as many allies and have a bit more breathing room. So I am advocating for staying here and training properly. Now we'll speak to the Jedi to let Kira go. So I feel like she should also stay here and train. The only way she can resist the Emperor's control is with proper training here amongst the Jedi. But I will speak to her myself on that matter.
As long as someone goes back to Wes.
Well, I think he would rather have her here train, become stronger. Go back and be by his side where it just feeds his paranoia.
Monster will shake her head. If that was the case, he could have sent her with you. Then she would have found her way here anyways. He kept her by his side, deliberately.
It's true. That was before the Emperor took control and saw whatever she had in her mind. You think that relationship will stay intact after such an event?
Then he needs to be told about that. If his whole plan might be compromised, he needs to be told.
I believe he understands his plan is compromised the moment one of his supposed allies pushed people one direction, one operation was botched. Finding him might take a lot of time. Time that we do not have. If I have to spend 6 months tracking him through the galaxy, 6 months here training, I would rather spend them here. We can have the SIS deliver the message, if it's just the information you're concerned.
Marcy will say, I have personal concerns about my brother, but I understand if those aren't important right now.
Your brother went into this willingly. He knew what he was doing. So I'm gonna respect that part.
Yeah, Marcy will nod, and she'll leave.
Everyone takes a deep breath and then sighs. Well, training begins tomorrow. It's gonna be more intensive and gonna require more out of you than before. Both from the lightsaber training combat and, well, focusing and meditating on force. There are no other questions for me.
I believe at least that's settled from me as
Yeah,
Yeah, Tula just nods.
Valen will take her leave to go after Marcy. No, technically, Texan what you wanted, but he ain't too happy about this, so.
Hmm?
Texan will point out that, suppose, I get to spend more time amongst this quite interesting group of people.
listen, I think they're listen, at least it's a bit more better establishment, no more old dusty ruins and spaceship accommodations.
He'll nod. Both him and Arkan will leave as well. Not sure if any of you want to have any conversations.
I don't think so for Tula. She would probably get up and take her leave as well.
So remember, was to check up on Marcy also, like if she's doing fine, because it's but it's not a this is not an optimal thing.
Where are you going, Marcy? Anywhere in particular? Getting out of the temple? What are we looking here at?
Yeah, she's going out of the temple. She's going to walk.
As you'll see kind of both Valen and even further behind Miru chasing after you as they both catch up with you.
Hey there.
It kind of goes storming off.
I don't get it. Last time I talked to him, I told him about my brother. I told him about what I thought. And it sounded like he was supporting me. It sounded like he thought I should go and reach out to him. But Tula changes her fucking mind and suddenly, no, actually, we're staying here.
I don't think it's just Tula changing her mind, though. A couple of other things may have happened.
I'm just worried. I'm worried that Kira's gonna be right. That he's gonna get worse. My brother's gonna get worse, and by the time I fucking see him again, he won't. It will actually be Luke. That I'll actually have to say goodbye to Wes this time.
Why don't you go talk to him about it and think it's that bad?
I can try, I guess.
Listen, it's worth a shot and perhaps in a private conversation.
Like, I'm honestly not too sure about that. Like, he seemed pretty dismissive with Luke signed up for this willingly.
And as Miro will point out, both and Revan also came back from innocent, even if the worst should come to pass. Even Revan managed to came back.
Valen's gonna point out that, oh well, maybe that's what he's banking on. Maybe there's personal feelings. We can always just take a shot, leave ourselves.
I think he's also probably worried about. About Tula coming along with us.
I just with him after I cool down.
Valen will not.
So there you go. Listen, we'll get through this together. If need be, we'll organize our own little heist.
Yeah, so you take a bit of time to cool off. Not sure, Miru, if you're gonna hang around, go back, do something else?
No, for now, mostly hang around because I don't think that she doesn't know anything specific to do.
Marcy, are you gonna go then after a while to speak with Revan alone? Maybe with the rest if you want.
She'll go talk to Revan on her own.
Okay. You'll find him in his chambers. He'll kind of open the door for you. I expected you have questions.
Yeah. Also, will say, the reason was sticking around is because the council actually decided to go into motion.
Yes, I was quite skeptical of that. It appears that maybe the Jedi have changed a bit in the last centuries. It's them. I'm sure the Republic will now soon follow suit.
If the SIS has the intelligence they apparently do. It's doubt the Republic would just ignore it,
No,
given recent history.
there's that. There's the things that Kira told me. I'm when I went to the dark side, mostly alone. Had my friend with me, but that relationship deteriorated over time. Kira is very impatient, very fiery in spirit. Having to choke her apprentice, prove a point, having to, well, more or less make public displays of torture is quite horrible for one's mental state. So I don't think she needs to go back to him right now either. She needs to train, needs to master her skills with both her mind and her lightsaber. It'll take us time to reach out to him anyways. So I might as well hope that whatever happens to him this time, these couple of months, it won't be too bad. By the time information reaches him, he'll be a bit more content to not have to torture his apprentice.
And what if it does get that bad? What if it does get worse?
I don't know. Point is, told me to, talking with Tula, talking with Kira, and I understand, and I I gave Tula an entire speech about trusting your brother and his plans. I realized that if I abandon what he very specifically told me to do in order to do something else, that is in fact the opposite. So I will take my own advice for once and trust him on this. Trust that no matter how this plays out for him in the end, this is what he would have wanted. Valen is nowhere near ready. And the more time we waste, the less time we'll have to get to be prepared. If we face the Emperor or even one of his more powerful Sith at this point, you will all crack. Well, your brother's redemption at that point will be meaningless if we're all dead. When I went to the dark side, I knew what I was doing. I knew the dangers, I knew the risks. Sometimes take that fall willingly, knowingly. Because to not do so means that other worse things can happen.
Marcy will give a nod. And she'll just ask, the SIS are able to reach out to him, just keep me informed. I'll try to believe that it's all gonna be okay. That it will work out. I'm not gonna tell you I believe that now, but I'll try to have faith that this will be for the best.
He nods. Hope is a powerful thing. Don't give up on it. Ever.
Oh, one last thing. Because you brought it up the last time we talked. About, well, topic got brought up in general. I want to ask you, what are you planning to do when this is over?
I don't think I have thought that far ahead.
I don't know. Give it some thought. I know when the Emperor's dead and this has run its course. I know I have a family. I have a family to for mother and a father somewhere out there for me and Wes to go see again.
He'll nod and say, suppose I do have some distant relatives here as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll follow your example.
Yeah, distant relatives are still family. She'll, after saying that, she'll just nod and take her leave.
Well, is there anything anyone else wants to do, talk to?
No, I'm good.
Mostly asking like Marcy after like the conversation with something like what the outcome of that was.
Mossy will say, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not gonna lie and say I'm very happy, but I understand why we're staying here. I understand that it is the the best thing to do, and just have to trust that I'll have to trust that my brother's strong enough. Something I failed to do in the past.
Arlington, let's get to training. So I think it'll work out in the end. Besides, still has an HK.
So once you'll actually say it, that they might be able to get rid of Hess, but I don't think that. I think if Jadis tries to get rid of HK, I think HK will actually kill him.
Mm. Yeah, he's pretty. He has an advantage of being able to download himself into different bodies. Kind of rather annoying. Plus, he might have also planted a kyber crystal bomb in his beneath his coffee mug.
I would generally be shocked if HK in his spare time hasn't planted bombs on every ship that they encounter. He seems the type. I think it's a hobby.
Listen, the man must listen. Listen, he likes what he. A man must do what he must.
I mean, it's a good thing for people to have hobbies.
Yeah, yeah. So Mirror's like thinking, hey, what hobbies do I have? Huh.
As the next day arrives, and presumably you're all gonna meet Revan in like this large training area inside the temple that has been cleared out for you specifically. How is
Yeah.
everyone looking?
Marcy looks eager to get into the training. She needs something to occupy her mind right now.
Mirror is actually a lot better than she used to be in the on the first day here and whatnot. She's mostly worried. She's mostly worried about when she glanced at Marcy, how she's doing, but I don't think she's doing the worst out of everybody here.
Yeah, Tula looks serious, like she's taking this very seriously.
As you'll see Revan walk in, is flanked by well, 3 people. You recognize the not 3 people. I meant 2 people. You recognize the 2, well, Jedi Masters that were on the High Council. And I will also point out, Kira is here as well. I'm not sure if anyone's chatting her up or anything. She was mostly absent yesterday.
Yeah, Marcy be asking her how she's doing.
Well, kind of sad. Evan told me his gave me a little speech yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm guess give this training thing a shot. Told me there might be a way to actually become immune to his control. If
Marcy nodded that.
if the SIS get the news to Luke, well, I suppose he'll be able to give us a response.
He was hoping.
As yeah, you'll see the Togruta and the man following after Revan. Say, well, this is Master Augustin and Master Bella Kuix. Be assisting all of us with your training. Well, my focus will be mostly on Valen right now. 2 of them. Train you was about as much as a Jedi can in this case. Right now, I think you all have quite a good understanding of Sith-like training and dark side training, but I think you lack the proper nuances of Jedi training. Nuances that, well, not even I'm not the best at conveying. Well, lightsaber training and, well, general lean towards the ability to fight, both with your brawn and with the force, still be an important part of the coming months. I think the main focus should be on resisting the domination and influence of the dark side. Which also means that you are from now on completely prohibited from leaning into that, tapping into that. It seems that when Marcy, you used the dark side on Kira, it was enough for the Emperor to slip in. We can't take any more chances with that.
All right.
As yeah. While he's gonna mostly train with Valen, the rest of you sort of split. Orcus then will say, "Well, see how well your lightsaber skills have done in these years. Master Quick's here. Well, there's no more resilient Jedi at the temple right now." Any questions before we start?
I assume we're going to be using training sabers.
He like chuckles a bit, says, "Oh, you were Padawans, maybe. Last time I checked, you were all talking quite big."
Very well then.
As yeah, no. He's gonna mostly help with more of the lightsaber and force training, as Master Quix is indeed gonna help you meditate a bit more and sort of enhance your ability to resist certain dark side tendencies, going through both like history and philosophy of different Jedi who've had to encounter Sith machinations and were subjected to like Sith torture, and how one can steel their mind against such things. So, yeah. Every now and then, Raven would kick in just to push you a bit to the limits, as he is still right now the most potent in the Force around here. So he is gonna test your newfound, new trained abilities more and more and more. As that's kind of how about a week would pass by. There's anything any of you want to do or talk to during that time?
Most chatting with more of how's Vex and how's he enjoying the Jedi Temple?
Well, I mean, now that training is back on, listen, he is still. He is. You can give me a detect roll, I guess.
Sure thing. I'll give it a normal reroll.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is not happy.
He's not happy?
Well, yeah, because now like there's more people mobilized to kill his father. Why would he be happy?
He's still, God damn it, Vex, and you're still loyal. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, like you are more certain that if the Emperor showed up right now, he'll still might return. Like the conflict going on right now with him is quite turbulent, to say the least.
Somebody does need to work on de-radicalizing him. God damn it.
Is it possible to ask Jedi Master Kuwix for? Oh damn! What is that?
It's
Is
the
it possible to
Max
ask? Gotcha. Is it possible to ask Master Jedi Kuwix more details information about this whole, stealing your mind thing, in more detail, basically from Tula, just asking questions and seeing exactly if there's any other methods as well from her.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mac, every time you want to speak up and somebody else is speaking, my headphones fucking blow off. So I will, in fact, start muting you up just to save my ear some pain. But you won't want to have a conversation with Exon?
I know she would, she actually wanted to just go ask him at some point. Basically, rather a bit more bluntly and forward, like, what will happen? What will you do if Valen and Arkin don't want to go with you? Will you go on your own back, though? Maybe between breaks and training.
He's gonna just kind of nod. They're free to choose their own path, but listen, I still need to get my answers. It's not that many ways, and I know I won't get them. This or rather, I will eventually get them when we get to face them. This is a very hypothetical question you're asking me.
I was just I just want to see what kind of sense. Let's at least finish the training though, because even you have to, if you go in there, even if you do go in there with, at least with the training against his mental manipulation, you can just be sure that your mind will not be fucked with.
I suppose so.
You can't deny that aspect. But what answers exactly are you hoping to get from?
I don't know. Just anything, something.
What about Arkin did bring it also up before. I'm not sure if it's a. But what about your mother? Have you considered maybe going to her first?
Fortunately, the galaxy is a big place and been on a long time. I think we have the time. The meeting with father is gonna happen way sooner than with mother.
Yes. Yes. Murray was shy, but bit more dejected. Right, let's get back to training then. Just
What were you asked? What would you want to do with the Wix exactly, Tula?
Oh, I was just asking more details about this. She's saying steal your mind against Sith torture and things like that. She was asking more questions about that and more in-depth information.
Yeah, just gonna say, well, we have plenty of holocrons detailing different Jedi's experiences while in Sith captivity. Different ways they manage to survive and handle the trauma and the pain.
Is it possible to hide yourself in your mind?
Suppose that's one way to do it, but it is not the best. To do that, he's surrendering different parts of it.
Ah,
I suppose in a case of emergency, might be a good choice, but focusing on yourself, creating mental blocks, while harder right now for you maybe, you'll see that with time. It's the much more efficient route. If you give space, that space you may never be able to take back. Talking with Revan, that seems to be how the Emperor did it, all of you. Pushed certain parts deeper in and reprogrammed the rest. At the end of the day, still might become a unwilling servant. Which is why I would not recommend that.
I see. Very well. Thank you for the lesson.
Shall not. I did want to speak with you. There's been a recent development. Your friend down at lab.
Yes, I understand that professionals were called, or someone was called, to take a look.
Apparently, the technology used on him is highly advanced and of unfamiliar design. Engineers and experts from Coruscant were, for lack of a better word, stumped.
I understand.
Sorry, they sent the scans they managed to gather. They're gonna try and find experts across the Republic. I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before someone in a more niche field might be able to glean more insight from these.
One can only hope. But thank you for letting me know.
She nods.
She will thank her and take a leave, but Tula will also try to speak with Marcy as well.
Okay.
Sometime between our training sessions or when she's alone, just to speak with her. Marcy? Um,
Tula?
I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose Luke.
And Mossy will just nod, and then she'll say, I mean, sounds like once the Jedi actually decided to heed the warnings, it sounded like we were going to be staying here regardless.
True, but still, I know we want to be there with him, both of you. I don't want to make excuses. I don't think that's would help the situation at all. But I would have stayed behind if that was what was needed.
I suppose. Thank you for that.
Because regardless of whatever happens, I hope you two meet again. I do want that for you both.
Yeah. Mossy will just smile and nod at that.
Yeah. Tula gives a nod before shuffling out.
As the week sort of draws to its conclusion, Tula, you're kind of heading to your quarters in the evening. You will see Kira sort of waiting for you outside.
Tula probably stops for a second, surprised to see her before beginning to trot back to her room. Are you sure you're looking for the right person here, or?
Don't be smug about it. Now, I mistook the room and I was actually waiting, like stops, kind of takes a deep breath and says, well, I here to say I'm sorry for blowing up at you. To take into account more than just my perspective on it.
At the very least, Kira, I understand. You all care a lot about him, and you're only trying to do what you thought was best for him. I can't say I don't blame you. At the very least, I'm sorry I can't be what Luke needs right now. But I think there are quite a number of people who are willing to. Well, I know he's not in a good place. And I can understand, and that's not a. Being told to wait and sit back isn't really the best. Believe me, I understand.
The reason I'm here is to hopefully not be able to be possessed in the future. See if their training works.
Well, at the very least, it makes things a lot easier. And maybe when you get back to them, you can show off how good you gotten while you're away.
I'll kind of like chuckle at that.
I said, I have nothing else. There's still Marcy and Maru, and they're not gonna let him go down that dark path.
You mean
there's Hess and
Miru,
Chip.
who's you? I want to be like that kind of girl, but
Mm.
I overheard some of her conversations with the quiet one.
Ah, Dexon.
I don't think she's talking Luke out of anything.
Well, her heart's in the right place.
You know, I overheard him and his brother talking about what they were gonna do in the future, and all my instincts tell me that I should well, kill them now in their sleep. But
Ah, that bad?
I don't think they're on our side. And it's kind of weird that we're training people who will be our enemies in the future.
Ah, that is definitely a big concern. At the very least, I can bring it up to the others and try to see if I can talk to Ark and Marcy, not Marcy, but Maru and Dixon's relationship has always been a bit in a strange place.
Kind of shrug and says, "Well, the reason I'm even talking to you about this is because I know you don't talk to anyone else. So
That's true, at the very least. But you have a very good point. This is something to be concerned about, especially if they decide to go off and help someone we definitely don't want them to help. I can step up my comfort zone for a conversation like that, I guess.
well, that's up to you. Right now, I'll be honest. You look like one of the biggest losers around here, socially
I would
speaking.
I would hope I would be the second biggest losers, but I guess everyone has to win gold sometimes.
I mean, who's the first? Even I think I talk more people.
I was hoping there would be someone else.
Listen, at least I pester the Jedi. All you do is sit in your room all day long. You're not out in training with the masters.
Call it a reflection of my personal beliefs, trying to think of my character and see where I want to be.
How's that working out for you?
Well, at the very least, I know things I don't like. I don't know. Bad habit I picked up, I think.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I can understand why Revan was kind of critical of the Jedi here. Everyone seems to know what they can't do or shouldn't do or won't want to do. Nobody here knows what the fuck they actually want to do.
That's true. I think, at least for me, mine's came from 5 years of learning to keep your mouth shut, pay attention, and hopefully don't let anyone notice any problems going on in your life. Could always be used against you. Didn't say it's the healthiest thing. And the Jedi do push for a sense of calm neutrality in most things. It's not a surprise that they actually are doing anything, mobilizing, and all that.
Well, I did overhear someone mention something about a mysterious battleship.
Mysterious battleship. You overheard and weren't snooping.
Oh no, I'm totally snooping around here. Someone has to.
Well, at the very least, as long as you don't get caught, I think that's the rules.
Ah, these old
you-
men. They compare to most infiltrators and intelligence people I had to deal with in the last 2 years.
At the very least, have you brought this up to Revan, this mysterious battleship?
No.
He might want to know. I have a feeling he'll definitely want to know.
No. So I'll go.
He likes talking to people, I think.
Does he?
I don't
He's
know.
just so tired all the time.
I think he does. It's the one thing I see him do the most. So I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm going to make that assumption until I'm told otherwise.
Well, she didn't talk.
That's also true. I say it wouldn't hurt. I think he'd rather know than be surprised.
Right about that. Well, there you go. You have my apology. I've passed my test. Now I need to go speak with him.
I would ask who gave you this test, but I have a feeling I know.
Well, Master Quicks said that I can't apologize to you and calm myself down, not want to blow up again. Well, the rest of the training would be impossible. So, baby
I
steps.
see. Well, thank you for the apologies then. I'll try to see if I can let the others know about the whole Thexan Arcan situation.
She'll nod. Head off to speak with Revan. Feed him the information she's gathering here.
Give her a report. Before Tula talks to others, she'll probably go talk to Arkin first just to see exactly how bad the situation is.
Yeah. You find him in his room. This is in the later hours of the day.
Sorry to interrupt.
Don't worry, I was just done with my very important business that I work on every evening.
Mhm. I can see. Your attention must be so highly demanded here.
It's a busy place.
Well, I know in all that busyness, must have some thoughts about the situation we're in.
I do.
It would be all right for me to hear them.
Yeah, instead of that, I would appreciate you telling me what are you here for, because this is very directed.
True. Well, simply I wanted to know if you and your brother seem to be, well, not happy about the situation, or at the least I can make an assumption about who's the most unhappiest. And were you planning to take your leave and go meet back with your father?
That's not possible nor feasible.
It's not possible or feasible, but I'm asking if that's something that you'd be willing to do.
In the future, Thexan wants to.
I thought there was the whole wait to see if you can talk to your mother again, get another perspective and all that.
I think seeing the Republic gear up for war might have expedited a few things. I don't think we will be training here for a few weeks.
That's true. It's kind of a bit of a bitter pill to realize there's a whole group of people wanting to kill someone you care about.
By a whole group of people, you mean like most of the galaxy?
Yeah, most of the galaxy. But what of his feelings on Valen and the growing information that slowly, well, he has to have concerns, doubts, questions.
Does. See, doubt is a terrible thing that will eat at you. Sleepless nights, no time where your mind is relaxed. As you keep wondering why would he do?
I can understand that. Those questions plague me as well, more in the practical sense of the matter. Your father is a very dangerous and powerful man, and the directions he's taken do even confuse me on how he does things.
I don't think cruelty has many nuances to it.
I don't know, I don't think there's no one really in the galaxy that knows your father well. I apologize if it comes off as rude, but I have
Sure.
that sense whenever I engage with him in any fashion, there wasn't even cruelty towards it, just vast indifference, which is its own type of terrifying. But he has to at least understand the dangers he would place himself in with someone who, well, there's Kira, showing that. How is your relationship with Kira?
Don't speak much.
Understandable. She is, by all rights, your sibling, I think.
According to Revan, it might not be a literal.
Hmm.
Not to
Oh.
mention the different bodies. I do not consider us related.
And the evidence that shows that, how did he take it when he found out that apparently the Emperor has been using others as his puppet? It's hard to pretend that it doesn't exist.
I don't. But my brother, I think he is still. I'm not exactly sure. Trying to find nuance, trying to rationalize a rather horrible position. No, you are right. Vast indifference is what I've grown accustomed to see. Problem is, right now, people seem to be. I'll be honest, Tula, this group will fall apart. And not because you are ill prepared, it's because people seemingly here are not very honest. Honest with themselves, I think. Fear,
Ah,
doubt, insecurities plague us, well, you all,
I mean,
my siblings included. Valen is trying to play a nanny, your friend, obfuscating her own feelings on many a subject. My brother is, well, being hollowed out by doubt. Well, people keep hammering on his head that, well, how he can still be like this. You seem to be completely in your own world. Revan looks like he's about to have a mental breakdown any day.
And what about you?
Personally, don't really care. Preparing myself for the inevitable fallout when this powder keg of unstable, powerful force users explodes.
Racing for impact and all that.
Quite so.
Oh, that's a shitty position to be in. Being able to see, but not being able to stop what's coming.
Well, I'm in the fortunate position of never have gotten the attention of father. Also, somehow not have pissed anyone off severely around here at the very least.
Not a bad place to be. I also understand for some people being in the spotlight is preferable than just being forgotten.
Sounded
But
very ominous.
sorry, too much doom and gloom. I apologize for that one, but I can't fully understand Dixon's position, but I can sympathize with the struggle he's going through.
If he chooses to, well, head back, we'll have to follow him to make sure he doesn't end up dead.
Even if it means you both end up dead.
Or it means we both survive.
True. But that means you're going to be more likely on the other side of that battlefield, facing your sister. Because I don't think she's going to follow you.
I don't think Texan is ready to support father in his wars on the galaxy.
I don't think Dixon can stop him if he decides to do that, though.
No. At the very least, it means we won't find each other on opposite ends of the battlefield.
Maybe instead of trying to, I don't know, he can try to find a way to change his mind. I don't know how pragmatic the Emperor is in the long run, but maybe instead of trying to race to his father for answers, he can try to find a way to convince him that there's no point in fighting a war against everyone else. Maybe proving the fact that he isn't some big scary boogeyman that's going to take over the universe is something that could happen. I know. I'm just saying here. It seems like Thixon just hasn't gotten a lot of idea or choices to really think about it. He's told either he has to be content with abandoning his father to whatever fate may come, or go back to him entirely and deal with the consequences of that. Seems like none of you really got a choice in anything. You, Valen, and your brother. And if you go back, you don't get a choice anymore either. Whether that's meeting your mother again, whether that's learning the truth, whether that's saying fuck all or going on a farm and having, I don't know, grand adventures on a space cruiser. I feel like you'll make a good pirate.
You know, it's talk a lot when it's not your own problems. Because I appreciate the advice.
It's a lot easier to deal with other people's situations than your own, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
I don't know if Texan would want to talk to anyone else about this issue. I can bring it to the others, and we can actually sit down and discuss it, and not, I mean, really
Ah,
discuss
yes,
it.
have another intervention. You know, your friend, she is very direct. While I appreciate that,
Hmm.
I don't think we sit him down and smack him over the head with words again. Didn't seem to do that much last time.
I don't want to smack your brother over the head. This doesn't sound like one of those situations where you can make it all black and white. It sounds like he's actually really hurting about choosing his family.
Think he is. I
I
think
don't know,
everyone here is hurting, so I don't think that makes him that special.
maybe, but at least right now, if he doesn't, if it still has this conflict and he goes back, there's a good chance. Oh, I might be in my own head, but even I don't want someone to die like that. And I don't think your emperor is going to be kind.
No, it's as well. See, how is your boyfriend doing?
Well, not good. The tech that he has in his body, relatively unknown. Planning to bring some expert in, but
Yeah, that's bullshit, right?
which one?
There's no experts here that can handle the tech my father uses. The Republic
You think?
is severely underdeveloped compared to him.
Yeah, I have had a feeling. Trying to be hopeful, but right now, there's nothing I can really do on that front. Like I said, helping other people with their problems right now, or at least you and your brother, is a lot easier.
Sort of nod. Talk to the others if you want. But
I'm gonna be. Mm,
my approach to Texan right now is to give him some space. There is no leaving here anytime soon, so I think he needs to stew in it.
uh, you know him best, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to talk to Thexan that well. I don't want to make it worse for him. It seems like
As opposed
everyone's
to
beating
the
us
other
up.
people talk so well to.
True. Never been able to really get a handle idea how to approach Thexan, even in all the years I've known him. A handful of years.
I'd just be more sanctimonious.
That's probably why he had the bigger issue right now. Always worried he'll see past my bullshit.
Don't worry, he is just good at pretending he does.
Uh, listen, I don't know how well I'll be helpful, but if you need help talking to your brother,
No, no. I'll be fine. I can guilt trip him into a couple more things yet.
uh, at the very least, I'll let the others know to keep an eye out and give him some space. Would that be all right?
He'll nod.
Uh, and this may come out as hypocritical at the very least, so I understand. But maybe you should think about stuff that you want to do as well, Arkin. We're here right now.
Oh, oof, I don't see that one coming.
Listen, at the very least, you're here now at a Jedi temple. I don't know. Go to the library, take a nap, learn to garden. I don't know. I'm planning to do something.
Yeah, what exactly?
Paint, maybe? I like painting. I think I like painting on naps before all this.
I don't. Sleeping. If sleeping is your hobby, I think we're all
One of my
doomed.
hobbies when I was a young Padawan, you see. Had a whole nook and cranny in the library that was just meant for me.
I
I don't
did.
think it's there anymore.
I did notice that all Jedi seem to lack a personality.
Most of it was subdued and quiet, and, well, if you paid attention enough, you can see the things they were saying underneath. I wasn't really good at that either. But, like I said, listen, I'm planning to, I don't know, find something to do that's not fighting and worrying and being sad about things all the time. Not sure how well it's going to work, but I got time now. You all have time now.
He nods.
Maybe tell your brother to get into chess. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple games he can play.
Yeah, if it helps them reach more, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we'll figure something out. But just take care of yourselves.
He'll nod.
Yeah. She gives him a smile before taking her leave and presumably going to find Marcy and Maru.
Yeah. You can they'll probably be in their rooms right now. Reach them on the comm link to meet alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mossy will show up.
Well, sorry to pull you. I assume Maru's here.
I mean, yeah, sure,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah.
Sorry to pull you both away, but Kira brought something up with me and I followed up with it, but there is some concern about Thexan and Arkin, or mainly Thexan. Kira thinks that they're gonna turn back to their father. Possibly be a problem for us later down the line. Or, as she says, she's debating about killing them both, essentially. But
I think if we do that, we're going to lose Balin.
that is absolutely true. But I reached out. I talked to Harkin. Seems Thexan's in a really bad spot. Dealing with the whole reality as the entire galaxy seems to mobilize to essentially kill its father. But he says we should, well, giving Thexan space might be the best option. I'm not too sure, but at the very least, it's something to keep an eye out for. Just wanted to make sure that you know.
We always knew that. I mean, we always knew Thexan was going to go back to his. Was probably going to go try to go back to his father, and Alkin was going to follow him.
Yeah.
The only thing is, we have to hope that the training he gets here will be enough, and we've made him doubtful enough in his father's noble intentions that he'll actually see through what his father's going to try to tell him.
My main worry is mostly. Okay.
No, go ahead.
My main worry is I don't think it'll be a civil conversation. I don't think their father is a kind and loving man.
Thanks, it's not dumb. I don't think he's planning to have the conversation face to face with pointed questions. Sure, Valkorian's powerful, but I mean, even he has to have limits, right? If he didn't, I don't think we'd be here.
Unless he wants to call him up via holocall, I'm not sure how you can approach him.
It's true. It's not just making his way back to his father. It's treachery through unknown space and hopefully being able to find a lead back to him. But regardless, I want to make sure to let you guys know. Keep an eye out. I don't really know how to talk to Thexan, but
Yeah,
he may.
we'll keep an eye out, though. Thanks for bringing this to us, though. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I know Kira doesn't think very highly of our skills, but like this is we all knew this.
Yeah.
That's true. It's more concerned about his emotional state than anything else. This is a lot for Thexan, I presume. I think seems Valen and Arkin were at least had some understanding about what type of person their father was, and Thexan seems to have been going entirely off course. It's a lot harder to come back when your whole foundation is thrown on you.
Yeah.
Like I said, just want to make sure. I'll talk to you two later. I'm gonna go see if I can find a paintbrush around this place.
Talk to you later. As Grunt. Well, see, as she leaves. Let's go find Thexan.
Oh god. Yeah. You both approach him in his room.
Both approaching him.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Oh no! It looks like someone else is gonna go to him. I don't think confronting him with like 3 people is a good idea.
That was why I'm asking if it's just Marcy or if it's both of you.
Yeah, were you asking Muru to go, Zaz, or was that just you going on your own?
She didn't say she was going to Thexan.
Okay. Yeah. Then they'll just be you as he'll kind of open the door for you. Say, good evening, Marcy.
Hey, good evening. Mind if I come in?
No. Something wrong?
No, just wanted to ask how you were doing.
I suppose as good as anyone can in the circumstances.
Yes. Honestly, we'll say you can be honest if that's not true.
It is true. It's that things are just, I suppose, evolving in the direction they've been evolving the last 2 years almost.
Suppose they have, and how are you taking all that?
Kind of like eyeing you a bit suspiciously. And it's like, what is this about?
Honestly, we'll say. Listen, some of the others will worried about you going back to your father. I'm gonna be honest, after it got brought up to me, I'm more worried about how you're doing in general. No, it's not been easy for all of us, but I feel like the rest of us have a much easier time talking about it.
There's a bizarre feeling to have to train to potentially handle your father's attempt at mind controlling you. The fact that I am actively participating in a war effort aimed to kill him. But things haven't changed for me that much. I still need to ask him why he did all of this. Even if the answer might be the one everyone is telling me or speculating. I don't plan on abandoning everyone. That's the
That's
concern.
not. I told the others they shouldn't. I told the others that they shouldn't worry on that front too much. You're a small person, and if you do leave, Alkin's gonna follow you. You won't be alone.
Nods.
Just wanted to actually I had a talk with Tula not too long ago about my brother, and let's just say it's not quite the same, but I think I got to feel a bit of what it was like to have conflicting care for somebody and another person to just reject it completely. To turn around any arguments you make to just shut the door on any attempt. And I'm sorry for. I actually am sorry for not extending this sooner. It's. I only had to go through it for a few days, and it was awful. I can't imagine going through it for. How many years has it been now? 5?
Well, appreciate that.
I just wanted to extend it as I know Alkin has his own opinions, and Valen certainly has their own personal reasons, but well, listen, you're not legally yet, but I think colloquially I can call you my brother-in-law, so your family. So need someone to talk to. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna try to convince you to that you should just give up on your father anymore. It's you're gonna find answers, and it'll be up to you. But if you ever want to talk about anything,
Or so being so honest,
come
then
find me.
I was well, I was discussing with Arkan about two of us leaving, and well, tracking down Mother. Galaxy being embroiled in a war. Here we might not get a chance.
Mossy will say. Yes, Mossy will say. If you're gonna leave, I think that, yeah, finding your mother, getting some answers from her would be, I think it'd be a good thing for both you and for your brother and your sister.
Don't tell this to Valen, though. He'll be very appreciative of being left behind. And out of everyone here, she needs this training the most.
Mossy will give a nod. She'll say, to be honest, if it wasn't for her, I probably would have left by now to go try to find my brother. So yeah, I'll be here for her. And she inevitably figures out when you disappear.
He'll nod. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, don't mention it then. For what it's worth, if you find the answers you're looking for and you decide you can't accept them, and you can always come back, but I generally hope that whatever it is, even if you choose to go back to Zakuul, hope you. This is hard. Like, there's no world where I can accept what he's done to me, to others, but if he can give you answers that make you happy, that you believe, and follow your heart.
He'll nod.
So after that, Mossy will just say, Mossy will just say, well, like I said, also, whatever you do, you're going to be smart. Also, try to make sure Murray doesn't worry too much.
I think she wants me to do things that right now feel complicated.
I think it's, if I know Maru, it might be the opposite, actually. She wants you to do something that's very, to her, very simple, but to you is, you're not ready for yet. I'll be honest, I hope you don't judge her for it. She does want what she thinks is best for you, but I think she lacks the insight to really get how chaotic the whole thing must be for you.
He'll kind of like chuckle and nod.
She's always been a very direct person. If you put a knot in front of her and told her to untie it, she'd cut it with a lightsaber.
Is yeah, I suppose that is the nicest way.
So with that, Mossy will say, oh, talk to you later, Thexan. Hope you have a good day.
He'll nod as well, as he wishes you a good evening. Um,
It's real quick. I don't know if Mira wants to do anything, but Mossy does want to go check in with Valen on how her first week of training has gone for her.
Before that, Mirror, is there anything you want to do?
No.
Okay.
She was told to lay off a bit of affection, so she will give him some space.
Yeah, no. Marcy, go back to your room as Valen kind of like looks a bit worried and is like, everything all right out there?
Oh yeah, everything's all right. Apparently, Kira finally figured out that Thexan's still conflicted about your father, and started to tell everyone, and it brought on another conversation, and I told everyone that it's nothing we didn't already know, and I think Thexan's smart enough and has enough doubts he's not gonna get himself killed.
All right. Yes, she is. It's, I talked with her a couple of times. Definitely something, that girl.
She is. And again, I imagine 4 years of COVID operations and special missions and fighting a shadow war will give you a certain personality.
Out of characters, that's 2 years.
2 years. All right.
She nods and says, from what she says, your brother is not the easiest person to work with. Boza, though, he done a good job teaching her how to snoop around. Pretty sure I saw her slice into hanging doors of spaceport.
Yeah, she's pretty good at that.
For,
How have you been doing?
honestly, it's, well, other than that couple of uncomfortable discussions with Kira, I suppose good considering everything going around.
Uncomfortable discussions.
Well, my interactions with your brother have never been good or positive.
And Marcy will nod at that.
Unlike towards you, where she clearly cared about. I don't think he has any feelings, positive feelings. In fact, there may be quite a lot of negative ones.
I think when we do meet him again, I think we both should apologize to him.
Exactly sure how do you apologize to someone for torturing them, but because I will try.
That's simple. You apologize, you mean it, you feel genuine regret, and you do it without any expectations that they'll forgive you. But you still do it all the same.
She'll nod.
So now
You can give me a detect roll if you
detect roll, absolutely. Let me, I'll do a reroll. Lowest success.
gonna say. Why do you have?
He probably gave me a condition and I never was told to take it off.
So yeah, you can remove that. So there is, you get the feeling. While like yeah, she expects that conversation to kind of like not go very smooth. That's not what worries her.
Let's got you worried, and don't tell me the obvious thing.
Well, and your brother might never get along, and not exactly how you will about that. I mean, I have ideas, but none of them are good.
That's what he'll say. I don't really. I don't need him to like you, and I can still have. And if you and him can never get along, then well, when I go and visit him, I'll just have to make it a solo trip. I mean, afterwards, of course.
No, you can give me a roll. She's like,
Let's see. I think my pep talk will give me a free roll here.
yeah. She'll kind of like smile at that. Nod. This might sound a bit selfish, but I am happy to hear that.
As she'll say, I don't think I'm gonna. Listen, I don't think it will have to be a choice between you or him, and if he tries to make me make that decision. Oh. Revan said he'll do a lot to try to push me away. I think I'll just have to pick the third option and just refuse.
Kind of smiles and give you a hug.
She'll give her a hug back and she'll say, besides, I did actually have a talk with Thexan just to apologize for how I've treated him a bit. I think he's also going through a lot, and I did make the joke about him maybe not legally, but essentially being my brother-in-law, so I don't think I can really go back on that now.
Her eyes kind of go a bit wide and says, wow, that's a roundabout way of asking, I suppose.
Well, she'll say if I try to ask more directly, I might get nervous and just never get around to asking it.
I suppose it's a promise once we deal with father. He's gonna give you like a kid.
Yeah. She'll return it and she'll say, it's a promise. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Valen. Wherever that takes us.
Gonna smile, nod, and say, likewise. Let's ensure that we have an actual life after that.
Yeah. To the future.
Yep. We will all settle in for the night. Clock gonna tick past midnight. So your comlinks are gonna buzz, waking you up as Kira is reaching out to the comlink.
Kira? What?
Okay, so I need everyone to sneak outside the temple. Meet me in the nearby village, like right now.
Okay. Do my best.
Trust me,
try
it's
my
trust
best.
me. As yeah, no, you would all get this message. As listen, it's nighttime. The temple, not they're busy with other things. Sneaking out is not the hardest thing. You know, give me a stealth roll, basic. There you go. As you three, as well as Arkan, Texan, Valen, and Revan will sneak away like the fucking.
Run to stop relying on the dice. Use the script and cutscenes now.
As yeah, you'll make your way outside of the temple. As you'll kind of go into the wilderness around, and you will see Hiram. There's like a farming village about like an hour walk away from the temple. The bit deeper into the mountains, as you will find her sort of nearby the village. And next to her, a very familiar looking spaceship. As she is talking to a bunch of familiar people. And like this weird dude dressed in all black.
Welcome back, Wes.
As presumably you approach them.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
unironically, he is wearing Revan's mask. And he hasn't taken it off. He'll kind of take a couple of steps towards you. Time is short. Need to leave now.
And where are we gonna go?
He'll look at the Valen. She and Revan need to finish the training. Looks at the two brothers. Oh. Should probably go along with. The rest of you don't. The Emperor has deployed one of the most powerful weapons he has on this war. And you are gonna go sabotage it. For he is able to create and enlarge his armadas with it. I will give you more details on the ship. Valen just kind of has like a fucking like flabbergast fucking expression. Revan is also like slightly confused, but like is processing things. Texan and Arkan are just confused.
As Miro just confidently nod. Aye, Captain.
Yeah, Mossy will say. We be going on this ship, or do we gotta find one?
You will join me. This is the fastest and the only ship that can infiltrate the station. The four of them. There's an SIS transport waiting for you in the hangar to take you away. Your Jedi friends will make all the excuses needed. This planet needs to be evacuated soon.
What Typhon needs to be evacuated? What's coming?
Sending like a fleet to like instantly teleport over here via some like weird hyperspace tech.
How long ago? Skira possessed.
Mossy is just gonna say. Mossy will just say. I understand then.
He is hunting down Valen. And if you think the Republic's armada is enough to stop the Eternal Fleet, you are incorrect. Things are about to escalate. Which is why, as he'll kind of hand Revan a data pad. You have a couple more information here. A couple of safe houses and outposts you can rely on. Although they're not my people, so I don't trust them. Use them cautiously. The SIS transport will take you somewhere where you're safe for a while. And well, he'll look at Valen. Hopefully your training up until now wasn't for naught. It will be quite unpleasant for you. And without any ceremony, he's just gonna turn around and like walk towards the ship.
Valen will, Mossy will turn to Valen and she'll just hold her hands as she'll say, I'll be back.
Yeah. This is just a sort of see you later, right?
It's I wish it wasn't so sudden, but she'll give Valen a kiss. I'll be back. It's a promise. You better be somewhere when I come find you.
She'll smile and nod. Lexon will approach you, Mira, and say, I would urge you to not be too reckless, but I feel like that would be vain.
It's nice. My blood has cooled down significantly. It's no small pouch thanks to you.
Hopefully, it will be cool enough to keep you alive.
Well, goodbye. See you later. And sorry if I was a bit too direct. When prodding you was.
Each have our own way of dealing with situations. Apparently, knots are not your thing.
That's how you chuckle. Let's try a bit more softer hand next time, but I didn't mean to judge you.
It's fine. Go. See you soon.
Yeah, she'll smile at that and walk off towards the Phantom.
Revan is gonna approach you to Lem Lake. Gonna be fine with this?
I'm gonna have to be. I think this is a bit more important than personal feelings.
Have to go. Stay here with the Jedi and work with them.
I could. But if I could be useful in whatever fight's coming, I'd rather do that than sit down on my hands. Nah, don't worry. I'm a big girl. I'll be fine.
Take care of yourself.
You too as well. I'm not the only one's gonna have our own problems to deal with. Take care of them.
He is gonna nod.
Sheila gives one last smile and probably looks back before making her way onto the ship as well.
As I will say this, Kira is not actually getting on. I'm not sure if any of you have any remarks towards that.
Listen, the mirror's thinking she's like probably considered compromised, and like that is her internal thinking. Like she's not the most surprised. She looks at that, and it's just
Oh, go! I'm so sorry.
no, nothing. I can go ahead.
At the very least, Tulu would stop to raise a bit of an eyebrow. Is this what you want to do?
No. Is this what you want to do?
No.
Well, then we're both stuck with our job assignments. So yours gets to be much more fun than mine.
I know I always say in the way of fun, sabotaging a giant space weapon may, it's not in my list of skill set. I'm going to be honest.
No, you should count your blessings. I'm gonna have to stick here with the boring Jedi. I wish I could go sabotage a super weapon.
I think staying here and doing your training is going to be a little more important. Can't have you conking out on us, right?
Yeah. You will notice she does have this sort of large briefcase that she's like holding. Get going now. To
This is the briefcase? I don't think I remember you seeing you with that.
of this, nothing. Apparently, just a bunch of medical equipment. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can only
I
do
feel
Deckroll if you want, I guess.
Yeah,
If the lie is not obvious enough to you.
Yeah. At the very least, you could tell me what's going on, but I'm not sure how much time we have.
Well, you know, you were being told not to and stuff like that. You just have to keep wondering.
This is not going to get you in too much trouble, is it, Kira? Because I think you're a bit more important than that.
No, I'll be fine.
At the very least, I hope you get your training done quickly. I think the sooner you get it done, the sooner you'll be right back where you want to be.
Oh, smile and nod.
Take care of yourself. Don't do anything too dangerous, but I'm not sure how well you're gonna listen to that advice.
Again, I wish I was doing dangerous things.
She just laughs as she will presumably say goodbye.
As yeah, you three will get on the ship before S will fire up the engine. Take your leave.
Listen, some sauce, at least we have an old friend now to speak to and catch up with. HK, my beloved.
Yeah, he's around.
Listen, as fun as it would be to catch up with Hess and HK, I do need to ask: is there any opportunity to catch Mr. Revan Mask alone?
He went straight into like a separate room. So he, unironically, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The door opens and he'll just kind of like, he was like looking at a bunch of data pads before he like looks up at you.
Nox is gonna walk in and she'll say, wanted to apologize for how I treated you after what was the plant's name again? Grunt, that pit of despair.
Malco 5.
No,
No,
No. It was one from.
Oh, the Pit of Despair one. Fuck, I mixed them up.
H2.
It's
Octu? Is it Octu?
Yeah.
Yeah. After Octu, it's won't make any excuses for it. Nothing that happened to me on Octu forced me to do that. I want to also apologize for I didn't trust you and I acted on fear and I've put a lot of people in danger now.
So it seems that time has not alleviated some of those issues.
It's possible to say.
Compromising my entire operation to rescue Qatar was, well, unexpected.
That's the not trusting you part I'm apologizing for.
Well, at least it makes you predictable. I can account for such things.
Smarty will nod and she'll say, I had a lot of talks with Revan and a few others, and I'm with you, Wes. Give me the order, and I'll follow it. I'll trust you.
See about that. And like the way he said it, it sounded like it didn't sound like we'll see in the future. It sounded like very something will happen soon.
Master will just say, we've done a lot of things that have tested my trust at the time, but they worked out in the end. It's only in retrospect that I realized it.
It's kind of like a very slow nod, but doesn't say anything. Tell everyone to be ready for a debriefing in 30 minutes.
She'll nod. I will.
While Marcy is doing this, Miru, Tula, just lounging around the ship.
We're chatting at him. Listen, Hammer wants to cut off an old friend right now. At least it's in the one good thing in the situation.
HK and Hess are sort of near the cockpit.
So, how's it been for 2 years?
HK will say, agreeable. Hess is looking much less joyful than last time you saw her.
Ooh, that's a.
And she'll kind of just simply nod at what HK said.
So, unless you don't want to share too much, I see working with Unless this plan did. Oh. I see you also. I see. I see. Didn't. I see. Wasn't that great? I see.
Fucking shit.
It's a lot more awkward than I expected it to be. So I'll just.
Okay, we'll just say. Suppose this is within standard parameters.
Yeah, Murray will awkwardly go back to lounging. This was a oof. That was bombed.
Tula, are you interacting with them? Or you will have spotted this interaction. Zmiru walked in very like ready to reminisce, as it seems that well, last 2 years have been quite miserable for Hess.
Oof, oof. I'm gonna see if there's been any changes to the ship, Grunt. Is there any updates? The ship gonna walk in that room or walk the fuck out of that one?
Yeah, no, there's been plenty of changes. It has like a familiar layout, but everything else is pretty much different.
Hmm.
Well, no, Marcy, you will sort of walk out. You'll see Tula's like going around the ship, staring at the fucking walls. Miru is like in a corner, quiet.
It's gonna be a debriefing with. She asks you to pause and she'll say, "Luke," when she's like. Actual question: Grunt, who's on the ship right now?
So it's you three, Hess, HK, and your brother.
Okay, in that case, she'll say, "It's gonna be a debriefing with Luke and 30."
Tula nods.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to say Luke. I meant to say Wes. Sorry. And after she says that to the two of you, hey, I have 3 minutes to kill. Let's go to the cockpit.
Yeah. You will see a Hess, a much gloomier Hess. Oh, maybe less. Not gloomy is not the correct word. It's more like this sort of annoyed look, as HK is just kind of like fiddling with some of the controls, as you are still sort of within the sensor range, so they're keeping up the stealth system online. He has to operate it.
And she'll sit down across from her. Hey there.
Hey.
Wanted to just say thanks for being there for my brother when I couldn't. I know it's probably not been easy for you.
Oh, boy, and you have no idea what's to fucking come yet.
No, I don't. But learned a few things since I got dropped off at that farm, and you know, I'm gonna actually stop believing what Revan told me. I'm gonna start. He called it hope. I called it faith.
Good for you, I suppose.
So Marcy will nod at that, and she'll say, "How has it been? Past 2 years?"
Compared to the last week, actually not that bad. Those brokering deals with Sith Lords and organizing cultists and guerrilla squads. Fun and all.
And Marcy will say, Marcy will say, "I'm glad to hear it wasn't all bad."
Gonna grip the fucking like controls a bit tighter. Yeah, now something happened recently, Marcy, that still quite upset about.
Listens, Marcy will come out. Marcy will listen. That's a wonderful landmine. What if I fucking jump on it?
Go
He'll
ahead.
say, she'll say, "You said up until the last week. What happened?"
Oh, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. Fucking soon. For sure we're gonna make a nice stop. Okay. Somewhere after Taris and get to meet the whole fucking family now.
Marcy will nod.
Unfortunately. Red BRB, I can't believe dodged the cosmic bullet. Uh, HK will then bring up with you, Mars, and I'll say, yeah. Question. No,
Yeah.
actually, he'll say, affirmation. Believe Beru tried to engage us in conversation and was bummed out. Suggest therapy talk with her. Outcome 43% likely to be positive.
I am much more stubborn than Maru is.
Yeah, you can if you want to go talk to Miru. She is still looking quite bummed.
Yeah, she'll go talk to Miru. Like, Smoss will sit down, like, so?
It's,
When you and HK can tell you're not doing so well, that's pretty obvious.
I just feel a bit bad for going in with a smile towards two people who have been probably not having the best of time for the last 2 years. So I didn't exactly know how to say sorry, my bad. So I can just,
That's what I just did.
I suppose I can say sorry. I guess I think I can at least try.
I'm gonna be honest. I went in pretty glad to see them again, and I didn't feel the need to. I felt the need to apologize. I felt like I should apologize, but that's because of the thing that happened with Kira. Not for being happy to see them.
Just felt like I was being I was a bit insensitive. That's all. I was going and just tell him.
Making amends with people takes a lot, Miru. If you're gonna shut down the first time someone's not happy with you, well, it's a thing you keep doing, and it doesn't seem to work.
So I'm still working on learning.
Well, you learn by doing. So go do.
Yeah. I see she'll just walk off towards the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll go and I just want to say sorry if it was a bit insensitive the first time. I was just a bit happy to see you guys again.
It's just kind of glances at you, extremely confused. HK says, "Ah, social skills increased by 1%. Encouragement. We'll eventually get there. Explanation. Nobody's upset at you.
Ah, I see.
Suggest maybe downloading further updates to the social interaction module.
Sadly, that one is a bit too old and incompatible with recent standards. I think it was broken down a while ago. So I'm trying on working that, but as you said, bit by bit.
That's just kind of shrugs, focuses back on piloting the ship. No, I did promise hate the magic bullets, unfortunately for you, Ren. the the answer is always you step into the bear trap, because at least you know what's coming. Um, you'll walk away. Try and dodge that uncomfortable conversation as you sort of find this nice room in the back, away from that drama, those people. And yeah, no, listen, this room, it's why don't you give me a like a no roll?
Gotcha. I could re-roll that.
It's a good reroll.
Let's see. Let's see if I get like. Ah, fucking.
Cool.
Damn it.
You didn't let me finish. It's a good reroll for everyone else.
It's true.
mean-
It happens every time.
You're saying this is kind of like some random pieces of tech. It's very weird. You seem oddly familiar as the door slides behind you as you glance back and you will see Luke walk in.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. She tries to get out, leave quickly if that's the case.
Well, I mean, he's in the doorway, so how are we gonna try and like leave quickly?
Ah, fuck. Apologies, I didn't realize. I can get out of your way.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Trying to get into character. It's like your
Yeah.
tone is like, somebody caught me with my hand in the cookie jar. Like,
Then you probably just
I
like
just
shit.
wanted some of the Civ artifacts you have here in this room. Don't mind me.
God, fucking overlooking it, man. Just trying to get past you, please.
he's just kind of staring at you, and you can't read his facial expression.
Yeah. Uh, not sure if this is your workroom or not. I'm just wandering around. If you just take a step to the left or the right, I'll get out your way. You're not moving.
This was not the reaction I expected.
Well, I'm not too sure what you expected, but I promise to be on my best behavior. If that's the case,
Acting like an embarrassed student is a bit weird.
maybe. But I'm trying to. I don't want to cause any problems or fights. So I'm just trying not to do that. Don't know exactly how the best way to react right now. And
Why would you be causing fights, problems?
uh, well, it's been quite some time since last we saw each other,
It's
and
Kira,
I
hasn't it? Talk with her.
maybe at the very least, she was watching out for you.
She
And
is very emotional and very protective.
yes,
Does
But-
not represent my viewpoint on. Don't take her words too harshly.
that might be the case, but it's not just Kira who cares about you. Marcy and Maru are worried about you. Getting very anxious about your mental state and all that.
You worried? Like other people? I'm doing quite fine.
Skeptical look. Well, at the very least, I'm sure that is the case. Like I said, it's been quite some time, and I know Marcy definitely wants to, check in with you and stuff like that. So, if you well,
those years haven't idiosyncrasy.
Guess so, at the very least. I think I'm a little bit better than I was when we first started off, but I think we've all gone through a lot.
Kind of step to the side and he'll take off the mask as he's gonna like place it in the supply container. And,
Grunt,
like,
how?
hmm?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what does he look like? Does he look like he's aged 20 years under the power of the dark side?
Definitely looks quite tired. His like skin is not like cracked and fucked up, so like the yellow eyes are still obviously there, but other than the fact that he looks completely fucking exhausted, um, there's not that many differences. Gonna be fine, you know.
Ah, well, I'm hopefully gonna try to stay hopeful, at the very least.
Hope is for it. I'm telling you, he's gonna be fine.
You already have a plan in place then?
I gave Kiran when we landed equipment necessary for them to perform proper surgery. The biocathon devices from
It's good. Ah, that's good.
would have done it sooner if somebody didn't, well, interfere with my operation.
Well, mistakes were made and all that. At the very least, whatever happens, I'm happy that hopefully things will get better for him.
Ours will be able to cure his physical issues, the mental scars. I have no clue about that.
Yeah, it's never that easy.
Which is why I'm hoping the Jedi might be able to help him with that. But I need you to be focused and not nervous around me. Nervous around me right now. There was a price that had to be paid for, well, my mistakes as well, for underestimating my allies. Is it what it is now?
Well, I know how to keep my cool. Oh, outside of the first few cracks there, but I've been able to keep my thoughts to myself for quite a long time.
You ran away from one awkward conversation into another.
Well, once I know the score and I know what is expected of me, I can play the role I need to play.
See, unfortunately, I don't believe there's is an expectation.
I presume, well, I don't know what role we're going to be going into or if there's a role at all, actually. Expect you to tell us and I'll figure it out from there.
Tell the others I'll be in the debriefing room in 10 minutes. Just like you also avoid some awkward conversations.
No. You won't get away with that for long. But I'll tell the others.
Try my best.
Yeah. She'll nod, because I believe Marcy already told us about the debriefing, so they're
Yep.
aware of that too. Okay.
Yeah, as you'll head out, and you'll see Marcy and Miru talking. The Well, I'll be honest. Tula looks embarrassed. I'm sorry. I've decided. I've concluded.
You decided, you concluded.
Fucking.
How's it going, Tula? What happened?
Had a bit of a run-in with Luke. I think it went well.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it went well. At the very least. Nothing exploded.
Suppose that's the best I can hope for right now.
I already know. Yeah, what did he say? What time of the debriefing? Just a couple
10
more
minutes,
minutes, or
yeah.
just? Yeah. Apparently, the debriefing's going to be in 10 minutes. So he wanted me to pass it along while he takes a moment.
All right.
Yeah. Eventually, as your ship is gonna get out of sensor cages, the hyperdrive field, entire vessel jolt as walks into the room alongside all of you. No mask this time. Clothes have also changed a bit. When I arrived, I brought some medical equipment that hopefully help the engineers and doctors on Tython to fix Qatar's implants. Those came at a heavy cost. Cost which, well, we'll all be paying. This is the first step to that. The war isn't going great. And just because the Republic steps in now and helps our side, the Emperor still has plenty of powerful super weapons, severely outnumbers everyone, and that is not taking into account the Eternal Fleet. At this point, I am sure is only days away from launching an assault on Republic outposts. Hopefully with you all spreading around, Eternal Fleet might be busy trying to look for Valen and the others. Care about actually fighting a proper war. For us, for you, you will have to sabotage this space station. Codename the Sunraiser. It is deep within Imperial territory. Hidden away as well, we've been able to get its coordinates. Sneak aboard, you'll have assistance from, I believe you've already met, the SIS agent Theron Shan. He will be helping you with the mission itself. Your job is to assist him and together take down the space station. Otherwise, there is no hope of even winning the war long term. Space station's capabilities of producing not only ships but other equally dangerous armaments is unrivaled in the entire galaxy. And if left unattended, in 5 to 10 years, their forces will completely overwhelm us.
Understood.
Take us a couple of days to get to Imperial space. After that, I will take my leave and, well, I'll leave Hess HK with you. Handle this.
Understood then. We won't let you down.
Good. We'll kind of put some data pads. Here are some of the schematics, additional information you can look up on the space station itself. Although I'm sure Agent Sean will have more for you once he arrives. As he'll just turn around and leave.
Yeah, Tula will start looking through the data pad, presumably.
Mirror will start reading.
Not sure if there's any particular conversations you'd like to have in these couple of days.
Mostly trying to catch up with HKN has again now after the inner shock when this passed.
How is that gonna work? Because every time you talk with them, you immediately shut down. Hess is not gonna be more friendly.
Then she'll try to ask him nothing.
In fact, it seems that each day it passes, she gets more fucking angry.
In that case, after day 2, I think she will let off. I think
HK can't really catch up because everything is confidential.
he's too big out to classify out.
Yeah, most of the missions they've been on have been the sort of need to know. He is not at liberty to explain. Other than that, you get the feeling that it's been mostly a miserable time. Not everyone was able to relax and train with Revan. Not sure about Tula or Marcy.
I think Tula's gonna spend as much time as she can preparing, reading as much as she can. So hopefully, it makes it so the mission can be easier.
Listen, Marcy will try to talk more with Luke.
Like I'll say this, he is like a complete fucking stonewall. Like Hess will chat up and but Luke is just like he clearly understands what you're trying to do, and this is what Revan kind of warned you about. He's just not gonna. He's deliberately trying to avoid you as much as possible.
Yeah, listen, Marcy's not gonna kick the fucking door in, but she will still be there. She'll make it clear. It's you'll make it clear. Unfortunately, this will not get me to stay away forever.
Yeah, make that perfectly clear.
Yeah, she will try to engage with him, make small talk with him. But between that, listen, she will also talk with Hess and HK.
Yeah, you'll get the same vibe as Miru. They won't discuss missions, and outside of missions, that means mostly their interactions with the fucking Sith, and those have been unpleasant to say the least.
Terrible.
Yeah. S fucking hates these people. With a burning passion.
Now, listen, hopefully they'll come and we won't need them anymore.
But yeah, no, it won't be the nicest of atmosphere, but as a couple of days would pass, and as you will dock at one of the sort of it's an imperial state. It's within imperial space, but as you dock the ship, yeah, I'll be honest. Ironically, I feel you're the only person on the ship trying very hard to but yeah, um, listen, we'll see if we can bring some rain clouds to you as well. As
We really did end with the Force Unleashed. My comparison was on point.
as you the ship will dock, and I mean, you'll see there's two people that will come on board. Both people you recognize. One is, of course, Theron Shan, the SIS agent. The second, well, it's the Sith Lord, Lady Syl.
Theron, Syl.
Theron will say, glad to see you're doing well. Will be a test run to see how we can, I guess, cooperate on this. As she's gonna glance at her, and she'll kind of smile at him and nod. Where is my lover? Kind of glances around the ship.
Smalsy will say, unless you're interested in droids, I'll assume you mean my brother. I can take you to him.
Be lovely. As yeah, I mean, take her to the room he uses as an office as the door slides open. Kind of like glance up as she smiles at him, and for the first time in these days you've been around him, this is the first time he will actually smile at her. As he's gonna go past you, as she's gonna give him a kiss, and he will kiss her back. She says, "It's happy to see you here, but we do need to leave urgently. My father's agents are waiting for us, and it's quite dangerous out here." He'll nod. He looks at you, Mars, and says, "I trust you have everything handled."
Mossy will not. We'll be done.
As yeah, you can
Oh yeah, like listen, I'll roll a detect. Let me open my character sheet up again.
listen. It may surprise you because, like, I mean, there's the obvious route that this could.
Just a normal difficulty.
Yes.
All right. Let's do a reroll.
Yeah,
There we go.
he is blessed.
You know, you kind of watch this interaction as they take their leave from the room, and Marcy, while you may have assumed that this is just an act, it's there's a sincerity to it. I'm not sure how comfortable you feel with that notion. But there is something here that's not just smoke and mirrors.
Mossy will have questions, but she'll have them later.
Yeah, but now you may understand why Hess is blowing a fucking fuse about this. Most likely in reference to and all her complaints about her and her father. Yeah, again, now it starts to like things are starting to connect.
Listen, Mossy's not. Listen, Mossy still has a lot of questions about this. So Mossy but she'll ask those questions later. Mossy mentions like, Luke, you know the Emperor figuring out is like her fault, right?
The way he was talking to you, it seems like he knows. Because you would have maybe brought this up over the last couple of days. He is well aware.
Yeah, listen, most people will have questions, but not when her brother's with her.
Yeah, no. The rest of you will see the two of them step out as he again. Also, Miru Tula, you will see Luke smiling at her. Literally, the only time you've seen him even sort of display any sort of positive emotion.
Yeah, that's the main reason. That doesn't seem natural.
As
Luke, what mind fucker did you put on yourself to make sure that people couldn't see through this?
but yeah, no. I was gonna say it's not like a fucking wide smile, but for him it's noticeable. As yeah, no, the two of them stand on the sort of exit of the ship, as Luke will say. I will be out of contact for a while, but I trust Agent Sean will be able to handle any problems or well, anything, answer any questions you might have. Be taking my leave now. As is gonna step out and she smiles at all of you and says, I wish you all the good fortune.
Thank you.
Mossy will nod at that.
As
Wish you good fortune as well.
she'll step away, and as the door kind of closes, you just kind of hear Hess, and I'm like, I'm gonna got her one day. I will. HK will say, what if we explode her from the inside out?
Mossy will say, there will come a day when her use is gone. I don't know what happened, but
Well, Hess will point out, well, it started a fucking week ago. I've always been friendly and she always made fucking passes at him, but he never fucking reciprocated them until now. This is so fucking bullshit. She like slams the controls.
part of it seems genuine, but what could have happened in the past week to actually make him open to it? Question: how long have we had Kira? Before I ask that,
So yeah, no. Basically, since you've been with Kira, if you like take the time it took you to get to Tython, and then like the time you spent on Tython, it'll be like a week and a half.
week and a half, like, could be. It has to be more than just Kira, because if it was Kira, then the knowledge that she was the cause of that would wouldn't work.
I think there was. I think here might have been something maybe like the back that tipped the camel or something, like the last drop. Perhaps I don't think this it was just Kira, but I think it was maybe it was some weird long-term scheme she had.
I think in a moment of weakness, she fucked with his head.
Could have also been. She does have explanations.
Sean will say, "It's fascinating as your romantic drama is. I will be."
That's my brother, Sean.
Really?
Yes.
And mental manipulation through the Force is in fact a real possibility that should not be discarded. But that's just, but you are right. It's a question for later time
You'll
because
see
right now,
this
no.
fucking like screwdriver fucking fly towards your head. Miro, you can give me a stunt roll if you want to dodge.
Oh.
Dodge.
Sure, I'll give it a stunt roll. I think acrobat counts here, or does it not, Grunt?
That's the... Yeah, it fucking bonks you on the head. You don't manage to finish that phrase as he like glances, and you will see Hess like is the one who threw it and says, "Fucking." Agent Shan, go into the debriefing room now. He'll nod. Looks very worried as he'll step into the door slides behind him. Say, do you want to fuck up his plans even more? Fucking five, like he literally leaves out the door and you're already sabotaging his entire fucking relationships with the fucking SIS? You a bunch of fucking morons? Sith manipulation? Being compromised? You know who that guy is, right? Unfucking believable.
Mossy will say, I'm sorry, it's... She just generally looks like, yeah, like she lost her cool there, and yeah, she is like generally sorry.
That's just sorry, go on.
And mirror will mirror that sentiment.
Learn when to shut the fuck up and focus on the damn fucking mission. Like sits down. As on that note, we will be ending the session.